Cardi B just shook the whole game up with her brand new album, Am I the Drummer? She made her fans wait a long 7 years after her debut, but when it finally dropped yesterday, she didn't come to play. The album has 23 tracks with big-name features: Summer Walker, Selena Gomez, Kehlani, Lizzo, and even Janet Jackson. And get this, it went platinum in less than 24 hours. But hold up, because not everybody's clapping for her right now. People are heated about how the album went platinum so fast. Normally, albums take weeks, months, or sometimes years to hit that level. Not a single day. So, what's really going on here? The answer is simple. 2 songs, WAP and Up. Let's not forget, WAP dropped in 2020 and it's certified 9 times platinum.
All right, so you said in the song, you waited, you told her you were gonna do it on your terms when you were ready. You do the song, you drop it. At this point, though, so that reignites everything. Because I remember y'all were going back and forth. Your whole thing was you felt like you just doing this because you want my platform, you want the attention. I'm gonna give it to you, and then I'm done with it. This reignites it all. Like, why even address her again on the album?
Because you mentioned my kids trying to be cute. There's gonna be times that like people throw shots at you, or like there's gonna be times like like when she did her little diss and it was trash. Like it's like it could have been trash. People dragged you, and I could leave it at that. But it's like everything on social media is gonna be seen. So when my kids grow up one day and they see that you mentioned them, and then they're gonna ask me like, so what you said, what you did? I'm not gonna tell my kids like, I just felt like she took the high road because she lost because people wasn't on her side. No, I'm not saying that to my kids.
Then Up came in 2021, and that one's already 5 times platinum. Both tracks hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. So when Cardi decided to slide them onto this new album, those past sales automatically counted toward the project, making it instantly platinum. Now the internet is divided and the debates are getting spicy. Fans are celebrating, hyping her up with, "Yes, ma'am, you did your big one." But critics, they're dragging her, calling it a slick move to inflate the numbers and make the album look way bigger than it really is. Some even labeled it cheating straight up. Cardi actually spoke on this months ago on Twitter. She told everyone that WAP and Up are her 2 biggest songs, and her fans begged her to add them to the project. She made it clear she was just giving the people what they wanted. Cardi clapped back at the critics, saying fans begged her to add those older hits and they deserved a home on the album.
The pros and cons of Cardi B's new album, Am I the Drama? I'm gonna start off with the pros. First of all, the rollout, I love the rollout. Every day you was posting something, it was something new coming out. Basically, this has been a Cardi B week, I ain't gonna lie. Secondly, I love the nostalgic vibes of Invasion of Privacy, like a little bit of Drap, a little bit of Feelings, but it still felt new and up to date in certain ways. That was cute, Cardi. Thirdly, I love when she do songs that got an R&B artist doing the chorus and she doing the rapping part, like the one with her and Kehlani, Safe. I love that. To me, that's the best song on the album. Top 3 at least. And of course, we love the drama. You ate up on the rap beats, Cardi. Now, the cons is only one big con for me. I just feel like we just should never waited 7 years for that. I feel like that would have been just cute, released 2 years ago.
She also reminded everybody that those tracks don't even count toward her first week sales, so there's really no reason to be mad. Some folks are calling it a genius business move, while others are side-eyeing her like it's desperate. Here's what makes this even bigger. Cardi just joined Lady Gaga as one of the only artists in 2025 with a platinum-certified album already. That's major, but not everybody's celebrating because the reviews are split straight down the middle. Some people are loving the project, others are dragging it, saying it sounds dated. Her recent singles didn't exactly shake the charts the way people expected. Outside peaked at #10 on Billboard, which is still strong, but critics wanted a #1. Same with Imaginary Plays.
Cardi B has dropped her long-awaited album, Am I the Drama? It's been around 8 years since she dropped Invasion of Privacy, and I just listened to Am I the Drama? And I'm gonna give you my honest review and how I feel about the album. When I first heard Invasion of Privacy, I remember I was playing that joint in my car and I was just vibing from the first track to the last. It had like a bunch of rappers in there. We also had the inclusion of the Migos. Obviously, we don't have that on this album. This album doesn't have a lot of rap features. When I looked at the features for this album, I seen a lot of it's heavily driven on female songwriters, female singers. It has Kehlani, it has Lizzo. And it has Summer Walker, who actually shows up multiple times on this album. For the most part, Cardi soloed this album herself, which was surprising to see, but it was amazing because I think she did an amazing job on this album. Even with the features and the female songwriters that's featured on this album is hard. Cardi went off on this album. This is Cardi's testament to her pain and everything that she's been through throughout the years. You definitely have a lot of, conversations, that she's having towards her baby father, Offset. So you're definitely going to hear her saying things about that. But for the most part, this is a rap album. The singles that she put out outside and Imaginary Players was just a slicing on the cake compared to what is on this album. Bodega Baddies is gonna go crazy on TikTok. My only issue with that song is that it's too short. I wish it was longer. I really wish it was. My favorite song just so happens to be a song she has on there with Lizzo because it has a sample that I love. And when you hear the song, you'll know why. She also has a song on there called Pretty and Petty where she's responding to Bia's diss track. And if I was Bia, honestly, I would go somewhere and just hide and hope that it don't rain tomorrow because she cooked the hell out of Bia. I give this album honestly a 10 out of 10. You know, this album did something for me that only certain albums can do, and it left me with a bunch of different emotions from everything that Cardi was discussing, you know, and the delivery and how she put it out. It was just crazy. It's like amazing to listen to, and it was amazing to hear. I didn't know what I expected from this album, but it gave me everything that I wanted from this album, and I think this album is gonna be
which barely made noise compared to her past smashes. And now folks are asking, does Cardi still got it, or has her momentum started slipping? But let's be real, the biggest chatter isn't even about the music itself. It's the drama tucked inside the lyrics. Cardi came for BIA directly on a track called Pretty and Petty. And when I tell you she went in, she went all the way in. She didn't just throw shade, she lit BIA up bar for bar. For those who don't know, these two been beefing. It all started when BIA accused Cardi of jacking her whole style, her vibe, even the way she makes music. And ever since then, the tension between them has been nothing but smoke. This beef didn't just come out of nowhere, it got personal fast. BIA first called Cardi out on Twitter, and Cardi brushed it off, denying everything and saying she wasn't even worried about her. But then BIA tried to take it there by claiming Cardi was cheating on Offset.
Now, Cardi, why would you go and tell us name 5 Bill songs? Listen, technically she wasn't lying, okay? Because I don't know not damn Bill song. The only Bill song I know is by Lil Jon and the Eastside Crew. Now that I listened to Cardi's album in its entirety, y'all, I'm not playing. Cardi went in that studio and snapped for real. Like, every feature that she had on there did they thing. Like Lizzo, she had her Jennifer Hudson going on, but she sounded real good. Selena Gomez, the way Selena and Cardi complimented each other on the album, 10 out of 10. The only negative thing I could say about the album is when it came to the Janet Jackson feature, it was a sample, okay? So technically was it a feature, but other than that, I really enjoyed this album, and it's like no skips. Like, do you know how hard of an album it has to be to have 23 songs and you can just listen to it and not skip any one? Like Cardi did this, okay? And Cardi, if you see this video and when you come to my city for the tour, we should link up, okay? Let's make that happen. I'm gonna keep saying that until it happens. Like, me and Cardi, we gonna link up.
And from that moment on, it was up. BIA went straight for the jugular, dropping a diss track aimed at Cardi, and for the longest time, Cardi didn't even bother clapping back. But she finally snapped with Pretty and Petty. On The Breakfast Club, Cardi explained why she waited. She said the second BIA brought her kids into it, that's when she felt like she had no choice but to respond. And when I say Cardi responded, she did not hold back. On Pretty and Petty, she threw shots that had everybody's jaws on the floor. One line in particular got the internet buzzing. Fans swear she was talking directly about BIA's career being all hype, no hits, and the way she delivered it was pure savage. People instantly started posting side-by-side clips of BIA's streams versus Cardi's numbers. And let's just say it wasn't a flattering comparison.
Me personally, when I listen to the Cardi B album, it kind of give me like shock value listening. Like, you know, like when you hear something for the first time, you're like, oh, why would they say that? But it's like that one time is the one time you're gonna feel that way. Like, as far as like, if I go back and listen to Magnet a couple times over and over, it's like when I first heard it, it's like, okay, damn, you really said that shit. But it's like after a while, you like, that's it, like. And then like when it came down to Bia, it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be dead too. But it's like you really brought that beef back out of the woodworks when really, honestly, nobody was thinking about her. You made us think about her again. That's why I'm like. It's kind of like this moment was like a little bit of spite. Now, granted, you know, the songs about Offset, those can run free. But I'm like, it's come down to the other parts, just like, it's just like a lot of energy was just put towards like old beef and stuff like that. Like, if this was a normal person, we would pretty much be like, you're still on that? Like, you're still going back and forth with these bitches all this time. I'm just personally trying to figure out how is this going to transfer into an arena performance. Like, as far as having songs that you can like dance to and like have a choreography to, I'm trying to like really grasp like what songs are actually going to have like a stage presence, if you know what I mean. All I have to say is though, just don't take 7 years again.
The track turned into a full-blown moment online. Twitter threads, TikTok edits, and even DJs spinning it back in the clubs like it was a battle anthem. And BIA, she stayed quiet after it dropped, which only fueled the conversation more. Folks are already saying this might be the first real female rap war of 2025, and Cardi just fired the first nuke. After Pretty and Petty dropped, the internet basically turned into a war zone. Fans were dissecting every lyric like it was a court case, and the streets were saying, Cardi didn't just clap back, she buried BIA alive on wax.
As somebody who has listened to majority of the Cardi B album, let me just say this. It's Cardi Beatrice. You know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't be expecting this hard, grungy rap. Like, it's not about to be the best bars of the year. We know that. We know that. We know that. With that said, Salute, amazing song. The song with Kehlani, amazing song. Bodega Baddie, amazing song. Pretty Petty, whatever called, the shot against Bia, amazing. Love it for what it's worth. I feel like Cardi B had those fun, turned up songs a little bit, you know, shaking down, you know, typical Cardi B. She had a breakup song, child. If you going through it, you gonna love it. I personally, I don't really want to hear sad Cardi going on a journey. That's just not me, because that's not what I know her for. And then she had, some stuff that you could tell is like more radio play-ish, like mall kind of friendly music. She's dibbling in multiple genres. Was it cohesive? Hell fucking no. Was it telling a story on like a journey? Hell fucking no. But I'm not listening to Cardi B for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not an artist I would go to for that kind of music. So when y'all throwing her in this like harsh, rap category, she gotta be the hardest rapper, yeah. I don't think she's ever claimed to be. Or you know what? Maybe she has. But I will say, this album is nothing more than the shit we've gotten from Cardi B before. Like, no shit. Like, it was what I expected. I didn't expect too much. And I really did appreciate a lot of the beats. I love the beats. Whoever her producer was, I did appreciate some of the lyrics, the plays on words, and the things she would say. It was a little shot grabby, especially in Pretty Petty, whatever that shit is called. Like, I don't know, she kind of snapped with that. But I feel like this was standard Cardi Beatrice. Like, I'm not expecting more. No more, no less, okay?
The way social media lit up was wild. Timelines full of memes, side-by-side numbers, and even rap blogs declaring Cardi the winner before BIA could even get a word out. But here's the twist. BIA supporters aren't letting her go down without a fight. They're hyping her up, saying she's the underdog who could flip the script with another diss record. People are already predicting a round 2, and the pressure is on BIA heavy right now. If she responds weak, it could crush her career. If she responds strong, though, this could turn into one of the biggest rap beefs we've seen in years. What makes it even crazier is how divided the industry looks. Some artists are subtly liking Cardi's posts, while others are throwing quiet support to BIA. Even producers and DJs are picking sides, which just proves this beef has gone way beyond personal drama. It's turning into a full-on culture moment. And let's not forget, Cardi's not new to rap battles. She came up fighting for her spot, and she's never been shy about airing people out publicly. But BIA's hungry, and hungry rappers don't back down easy. That's why fans are saying this could get uglier before it gets better. The real question now, will BIA step back into the ring, or will Pretty and Petty go down as the nail in her coffin? Because right now, it's looking like Cardi B just might have set off the first true rap war of 2025. Cardi didn't just aim at BIA. Fans swear she slid some slick shots at JT and even Ice Spice too. On top of that, she dropped some emotional tracks about her split from Offset, and those songs hit heavy with raw energy. That's why the title, Am I the Drummer, feels spot on. The whole project is messy, loud, personal, and dramatic all at once. Now, industry insiders are predicting the album could sell just under 200,000 units in its first week, and that's counting only the new material. But the real question is how those songs will actually hold up once the official numbers drop. Will they dominate the charts or fade out quick? We'll know soon enough. To be fair, Cardi's not the first artist to recycle old hits onto a new project. It's been done plenty of times before. But let's keep it real. Using monster hits like WAP and Up definitely makes her rollout stand out. And that's why people can't stop arguing about it. So here's where I'll leave it. Do you think Cardi was making a smart business play? Or do you think she's gaming the stats to boost her shine? And what about the album itself? Are you rocking with it or does it fall flat for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share this with a friend, and I'll catch you on the next one.